China is building a fortress against coronavirus, one that extends beyond its borders. Earlier this week, the Chinese government announced it would ban all foreigners from entering in 24 hours' time. We raced to get from Seoul in South Korea back home to Beijing. Your temperature has to be below 37 degrees to board, and they keep checking. Flying to another country is now like travelling to another reality. These aren't health workers, they're cabin crew. Another temperature check mid-flight. We landed in Dalian, in northeast China. Customs officials, also in full protective gear, checked every passenger. Here at the ramparts, an army of officials in full medical armour. An outlying fortification to make sure the capital, Beijing, hundreds of miles away, is kept safe. Every passenger was tested for COVID-19, including our producer, Michael Greenfield. Swabbing the back of the throat, then the back of the nose, to effect.
So we made it into China about 3 hours before the deadline for foreigners getting in. It's a pretty comprehensive process when you do arrive here. First on the plane, there are checks, temperature checks, and then everyone goes off the plane, has a health interview, and then you're given a COVID test yourself, a swab in the back of the throat, up the nose. My eyes might have watered a little. Now we're waiting to hopefully reboard the flight back to Beijing if people don't have symptoms. I've got a seat number here. That was my seat on the plane. This is where I'm sitting. Everyone's being told to sit apart. We've been given a meal. But they are taking this extremely serious. It's a very, very thorough, quite actually an impressive process.
But we would not be going to Beijing, a new policy. Instead, we were bused to a local hotel, requisitioned by the Chinese state, where we'd be quarantined for 2 weeks. We queued according to the markings for social distance and paid for our rooms. The rate included meals, delivered 3 times a day, left outside our door. So this is the hotel room. It's 340 RMB per night. It's about just under £40, and it is home for the next 14 days.